Hello and welcome back to Strongwoman High's Life is a Mishmash. Today we have very special guest, and this will be released on the eve of Camp VC. We have Peggy joining the show. Welcome, Peggy. You all right?
Hello. Yeah, all good. All good.
Good. So, do you want to give everyone a brief introduction, elevator pitch to who you are, what you're all about?
Yeah. So hello, I'm Peggy. I am a mum to a 2-year-old. I am self-employed, got my own business. I've been involved in roller derby for the past 15 years, kind of give or take with plenty of injuries. And I'm new to the strongwoman world.
Hell yeah, we love it. What's your business? What do you work as?
So I design and make jewelry and accessories, so like acrylic stuff. A bit
Nice.
kind of over the top, do a lot of like naughty things.
Class.
So yeah.
We love that. Love that. That's class. Yeah. So do you wanna tell everyone the story about how you got into Strongwoman then?
Well, it was down to you, Becca.
It was
It were
me.
you. Yeah. Yeah. So it was Camp VC. It was 2024. I was almost 6 months postpartum and I wasn't okay. Let's just say that. I really wasn't okay. Um, I've always wanted to go to Camp VC, but always put it off because I didn't have anyone to go with.
Mhm.
And it always falls on my birthday weekend. And kind of last minute, my husband bought me a ticket and was like, "You need to go. Just go. Go have fun. Go ride some motorcycles in a field. Go meet some people. Like, go and have fun." So that's what I did. And at the time, I was still breastfeeding as well. So
Mhm.
in between doing activities, I was having to like pump and dump my milk in the bushes.
Oh,
So,
no.
so
Oh my
yeah,
god, that's
yes,
so hardcore.
yeah. So that was a bit grim, but I remember it vividly. So it was the on the Saturday afternoon. You were on the main stage doing a talk for the She Who Dares Wins podcast
Yeah, yeah.
with two other women. And just, yeah, just listening to you talk about the sport and without being a creep, I just thought, wow, she's pretty cool. Um, and it was just for me, what stuck out is what you were saying that it's done for you mentally. And you said something along the lines of like people look at you and think, yeah, she's not going to lift that. But in your head, you've already lifted it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was something like that that you said.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking hell, like I need a bit of that, especially at that moment as well. So yeah, came back, just started following you on Instagram. And then I waited a little while to get back skating because I'd had a really awful birth and my body was just mangled basically. So I waited to get the all clear from a physio to say that I could go back skating. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I wanted to start the gym as well because I didn't want to, obviously, I wanted to prevent injury and just normally in the past, like if I'm injured, I'm just like if I wanna go, I'll just go. Do you know what I mean? But this time I was like, no, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna do things properly. So it was about 3 months after VC, I got the all clear to join a gym. And I just joined. It was just a local gym to me. It was not strongman related whatsoever. It was more like an old school, like bodybuilding gym.
Mm.
And I started going there and I became hooked really to like lifting weights. And it was also seeing my performance with skating as well. Like it was just really benefiting through that as well. Um, and I didn't actually get into doing like anything strongman related until Camp VC the following year. And you were there with Jenny and Joe running the sessions and stuff. And that was my first ever insight to doing anything like strong women related.
Yeah.
And it was, well, I touched on that on my highs, but yeah, that was the first time that I ever did anything kind of like, well, because it wasn't really like you were teaching a lot about techniques and you
Mm.
would just do like little competitive things like during the sessions.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that I ever did anything like that. And I was like, "Fucking hell, I need a bit of this." Like, love
Yeah.
it. Um, and then when I got back, because I'm not, so I live in between two strongman gyms,
Hmm.
and because they're both like 40 minutes away, I don't get to go there as regularly. Um, and so after VC, I did 3 or 4 sessions at one of my gyms, but I didn't actually start training regularly until the January this year.
Yeah.
So it started this year, and I am like hooked. I am well into it.
Yeah.
And I've done 2 competitions, and I've got another one coming up in August.
Hell
So yeah,
yeah. We love that. It's so fucking cool to hear. And I love that like you got inspired at that camp because there's that for me, like obviously we'll talk a little bit about Camp VC because it's this well, the podcast comes out this weekend. So it's a couple of weeks before at the moment, but it's just such a special place. And I remember feeling so inspired when I went there. So it's class that then like you've been inspired by me coming from there as well. Like it's just such a little perfect place of inspiration for women, I think, to just go fucking push out the comfort zones and try new stuff. Like, and I think that's the
yeah,
beauty of the camp, isn't it? Is that it just shows that like we're not limited to anything. You can fucking do whatever you want because there'll be a woman there who's already fucking done it and she's there going, yeah, you can do this. Like, just fucking do
yeah,
it.
yeah. I think for as an adult as well, being a woman, we're just put off so much by not doing things because we don't have other people in our lives that are like into the same things or whatever.
Yeah.
And we let that stop ourselves from doing things. And especially for Camp VC, like both times I've gone on my own,
Yeah.
and it's great. Like, still met people. I'm still awkward as hell, like,
Yeah.
um, but then you get like obviously your own time and all that lot. It's just great. Everyone's in the same boat as well. So
Yeah, and I think you can go there. Like I'd go there on my own, like 100%. That first year that I went, that I did the talk on, I only knew Michelle who was doing the podcast there, and I literally just went down for like the night and was just like, yeah, this is the coolest thing I've ever been at. Because I've
yeah,
I've
yeah,
followed Camp VC for years. Because when I first started like riding my bike, my motorbike. I was like, fucking hell, there's like no women doing this. Like, I need to find something. And I'd
yeah,
seen that Camp VC advertised. So I've followed them since like the first year, like 2016 or something when it started. And I've always been like, oh,
yeah.
this would be so cool. And then finally got into it with Michelle. But now we've got like and I love that they've just taken like us as Strongwoman and gone, yeah, we love that. Get in. Like they give us such a good opportunity to like spread the word of Strongwoman as well. And like we've got so many exciting things planned for this year. Obviously, we've got all of our classes. We're going to do our grip competition that we did again last year because that was just so much fun. Like that was, to be honest, I think that was probably my highlight, the grip comp, because people were like
I
proper.
won the first day.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely
Yeah,
nailed it the first day. And it got crazy. Like, people were doing some insane times on that. So I'm well excited for that. And then we also, if we can make it work, we're going to try and find a Camp VC lifting stone. So go out and find a natural stone, like, round there, drag it back to camp, and then we've got like a load of like paint pens so we can paint it all up. People can like paint little things on it and stuff like that, and then obviously like use it for like just lifting, just like I was gonna say for photos, but like yeah, just picking it up, to be honest, just just having a
oh
laugh, having a
yeah.
big lifting stone. So yeah, there's loads of exciting stuff planned. So if you're there, if you're listening to it now and you're at Camp BC, come and find us because we'll always be under the Red Bull tent. But yeah, it's going to be good. Unfortunately, you're not going to be there, are you? But
No, no,
next year. You can
I'm
just
not.
save all that excitement up for next year.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it should be good. It should be really good. And yeah, I love it that you've been inspired. What got you into roller derby? Because that's a bit of a niche sport as well.
Yeah. So I was only 19 at the time when I started. I'd been off traveling on my own for a bit, and I kind of needed something to come back to. And this was back in the day of like, can you remember Miami Ink
Yeah,
with Kat Von D? So I remember watching that, and she was tattooing a woman's like local team, like their logo on them, and they were showing like VTs of roller derby, and that's the first time that I saw it, and I was like, "Fucking hell, what's this? This looks incredible." Looked into it, saw that it was mainly like an American thing.
mm,
But then when I got back traveling, I kind of needed something to come home to. And I ended up, this was when social media wasn't what it is today.
Yeah.
And a local skate park to where I live, they had a forum, and there was a couple of girls on there talking about like starting a team. Um, and yeah, I just went along and went from there really, and it was the best thing that I've ever done. But it's quite surprising, like there is so many things that are similar to like the sport of strongman and roller derby. Like
Mm,
one of those things being the community, it's very, very similar. And also the fact that we're just all a bunch of weirdos. Like
yeah.
majority of us like heavy music. We all love Lego. And yeah, we're just all a bunch of weirdos, really.
Yeah, I feel like it is a really similar sport in that way, isn't it? And as well, it's like it's that inclusivity of like inclusive sport, isn't it? Where there's no shape or size, doesn't matter what you look like as long as you can roll around on a pair of skates, like you're in. Like, let's go. So
Exactly, yeah.
I love that. It just terrifies me. Like rolling around, roller skates are scary anyway. I'm too scared of being injured to roller skate anymore. But also someone roller skating and then slamming into me at full force. Nah, mate. That does
Oh,
not
it's
sound
so
like my
much
cup of
fun.
tea. It's like rugby, but even more dangerous because you've got roller skates as well.
Yeah. And it's just typical that I've chosen to be involved in two sports that both bruise just as much as each other. So I'm constantly covered.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet you're knackered as well all the time because I imagine both training for
Yeah.
both of those things is very difficult.
Yeah, it is. It's worth it though.
Class, I love it. Right, well, let's get into your podcast then. So, what has been your strong woman high, Peggy?
So, yeah, there's been quite a few, but the main one being, so just before VC last year, because one of your sessions was deadlifts, I wanted to know what my deadlift was. And before that, back in, it was around 2013, I was like my ultimate fittest and strongest. Like I was training for, I had tryouts for Team England in the Roller Derby World Cup. Didn't get anywhere with it, but just to know that I was at that level, and wasn't like out of place, that was like incredible. So I was training really hard for that. And it was kind of at the time when CrossFit gyms were popping up. And a couple of the girls that I skated with joined a CrossFit gym, and I did 2 sessions with them. I didn't enjoy it, if I'm honest. Like I didn't stick to it. It was nice to just train with like the girls, but
Yeah.
yeah, and during that session, it was the first time that I ever did a deadlift. And my first ever deadlift, I pulled 117 kg.
Fucking
And
hell.
at the time, I just thought to me, that's like, oh yeah, that's the size of a bloke. Do you know what I mean? Like that's all right. Like that's all I thought of it as. I
Yeah.
didn't think like, oh yeah, actually, like
That's
that's
actually
pretty
quite
strong.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah. So last year when I did it, I was like, right, I don't believe I could ever get to that level again, especially after. So that was before having ACL reconstruction. I've got arthritis in both of my feet and obviously had a baby. And I never thought I could be at that level again. Um, and I'd just done like a group session at my gym, and I told the guy that owns the gym, he was running a session. I was like, oh, I want to see like what my deadlift is. He was like, okay, set it all up for me. Um, pulled, and I didn't have a clue what the weight was that I was pulling. He added more weights, pulled again. And then the third time he added more weights. When I pulled it, he literally like shouted, was high-fiving me and all this. He was like, fucking yeah, well done, well done. And I was like, what was it though? What was it? He was like, right, give me your phone, give me your phone. He was like, I'm gonna film you. He was like, do it again. Did it again. He didn't press record. So then I had to do it again,
The
right?
third
And
time.
then he filmed, he's like an older guy and he filmed like long ways and he completely like cut it off. It was like mainly like the bloody roof. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So made me do it again. So did it for the third time and then told me that it was 120 and a half.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. And although now I can lift a lot heavier than that, just that moment, it was like, fucking hell, I can't believe this. Do you know what I mean? And it takes a lot for me to like actually take a step back and be proud of myself. But that
Yeah.
moment, I was like, oh my God, I was just so motivated. It was amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was a definite high.
That's class. I
And
love that.
also, so my first competition I came first, which I was not expecting at all. That was really cool. And the second competition, I came second, but in that competition, one of the events was a car deadlift. And I was like, right, if I even like lift it a tiny bit, I'll be really proud. Like just for a photo to show my little boy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh look, mummy lifted a car. Um, and I did it 8 times.
Class.
So I haven't only got a photo, I've got a video too. And
Hell
he
yeah.
loves watching it. And he's like, my mummy's so strong, she lifts cars and all this. I'm like, yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah. What a legend.
yeah,
Yeah. It's so
yeah.
that's
So
so cool.
yeah, so they're definitely my highs, I'd say.
Yeah, amazing. And I love that as well. Like, I think a lot of women, especially like when you first get started, just genuinely don't realize how strong they actually are. Like, 120 kilos for like a first time, well, like second time ever maxing your deadlift is insane. Like, it's so strong that. And I think I was talking about this on another pod that'll be out next week. And we were saying like you get so carried away sometimes of what's happening within the world of strong women. Like I know I'm in this world now, and sometimes you're comparing yourself to other people who are just so insanely strong, and you think, oh well, I'm not that good. And you're like, but if you take a step back outside into like general population, it's insane the stuff that we're lifting. Like it just day to
Yeah.
day is crazy.
Yeah, I was talking to this with a friend and I was calling it like strong blindness because
Yeah.
when we're involved with it, because it's really similar to my husband calls it alt blindness. Like if you're alternative, you don't feel alternative, do you? Like if you're covered in tattoos or like whatever. But then when you're in like a situation like doing the school run or whatever, and you're like, fuck, yeah, actually,
I
but
really
you're kind of
saw you.
blind to it because it's you, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. I love that. Strong blindness. That is so
yeah.
accurate. Like 100%. Yeah. And it
Mm.
is just crazy, isn't it? But I love that that was your like, that was what you started off as well. You were like, fuck it, I'm just going to see what I can max there on here. Let's just go for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's fucking class that. It's so good. And so, like, how did I know you said the strongman gyms are about 40 minutes away from you? So, do you just train in like a mainly commercial gym at the moment then and just go and do like the strongman gyms every now and then?
Yeah, so I try to go once a week to a strongman gym, and then I am in a commercial gym, and I'm 4 weeks into a new gym that I've started at, and I
Yeah.
fucking hate it. I really hate it.
Oh no. Oh
Um,
no.
it's just not the same. It's just not the same vibes, is it? And it's local to where I went to school. And
Mm.
so I've had a couple of situations where I've seen people from school that I don't wanna fucking see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You're like, this is too close to home here. Get me out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did have a moment a couple of weeks ago where there was this guy that I really recognised in there, and I was like, "Why do I know you?" But I just thought, "Right, just carry on, do my own thing." And then I I was on the lifting platform, and I was just set up to do rows. And then he set up next to me, even though there was other ones he could have gone to, he set up next to me and he started doing rows as well. And then it occurred to me, I fucking remembered who this guy was. He used to bloody bully me at school.
No way.
So I was like, honestly, I've never been so fucking, it was like motivational rage. And I was looking at the weights that he was doing, and I just kept adding more weights. And I was doing 10 reps each time as well when he was like doing 3. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna let you fucking put me off. Do you know what I mean?
I
And
love
the
that.
thing that he used to bully me for was my hands and feet, because I've always been like quite large. And yeah, he used to bully me for my hands. And I used to be, wow, these hands can motherfucking lift heavier than you.
Yeah. Turns out these
So
hands are stronger than yours, you bitch.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I can
I
remember
love
as
that.
soon as I got out the gym, I phoned my husband and I was just buzzing off my tits. I was like, you wouldn't believe what's just happened. And then he was like, yeah, go on, go on. It was so
It's
good.
I think that as a female, there's a feeling that you get, isn't there, when you mog a lad in the gym, especially like if you've got that history as well. Like I've had it before in one of the gyms that I train at, where there's a lad that was like, he used to always come in and sort of belittle the women in the gym and make them feel a bit better. And he came in and he used to like bully women like off of like whatever machines they were using or stuff to try and like one up them. And he tried to come and do it with me one time with squats, and I was like squatting, I can't remember, like 120, 130 kilos for sets of like 10. And he came in, he managed 2, and then he was like, "Oh, I think I'm done now, mate." And I remember just being like, "Fuck off!"
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah,
it's not gonna
exactly.
work with
Yeah,
me, pal. Back out of
it's
here
so
now.
good. It's
But I
such a
bet as
great
a
feeling, isn't it?
but yeah, with a school bully as well, like no better. I hope every
Yeah,
time you
yeah,
looked at him, you just eyeballed him like fucking. I hope you
yeah,
know.
yeah. He tried talking to me as well, and I had my headphones on, and I was just like, "Nah."
Yeah, like sorry, I'm busy being stronger than you.
Exactly, yeah, with my big hands.
Fuck yeah, I love that. That's so good. And like, I know it's a bit, you can maybe say it's a bit nasty, can't you, for men? But I mean, they've been nasty to us for years, so it's like payback, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nah, that's class. And to be fair, that would have been probably one of my strong woman highs. Just mugging lads
Yeah, I
in the
should have
gym.
added that actually. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
No, it's class. And it is true. Like, I think, and we've said it on this other podcast as well, like sometimes just going back to a commercial gym, like it's difficult. And I know you said there, like, you don't like this gym, but you get spoiled in strongman gyms, don't you? Because the community is so good and so nice and it's so supportive to be in. But sometimes going back to a commercial gym does just remind you of like how strong you actually are and how not normal the stuff that we're lifting is day to day.
Yeah.
But it's absolutely crazy. Have you got any other strong woman highs?
Um, just I guess what it's done for me, like mentally as well. Really, it's been. I know a lot of people say that they wish they started the sport earlier, but I don't, because I feel like I've started it at the exact moment that I needed to. And actually, like my therapist said to me, she was like, "Do you think you would have started Strongwoman if it wasn't for like shit that I'd gone through?" And I said, "No, I don't think I would have done, because I found my sport. Like roller derby was my sport. That
Mm,
takes up enough of my time. Do you know what I mean? There's no way I would have thought that I'd find the space for something else. But
yeah.
actually, what this has done for me, and it's impacted like every aspect of my life. Like I feel like it's made me a better mum, because I can keep up with my boy is like Dennis the Menace. So it means that I can keep up with him all the time. It's made me a better skater. It's made me a better coach when coaching roller derby and everything really. So yeah, it's all pretty much been a high.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that as well because it's really interesting because I know that when a lot of people get into strongman, they like it takes over as a personality trait. Like it does, and it did with me. Like, I mean, my entire life is now built around strongwoman. But like, I think it's really cool to see it from your perspective, where like it's not your entire life, but it has brought so much to your life as like an extra bonus thing. Like that's so cool
Yeah,
to hear, and it's
yeah,
it's really cool to know that it doesn't have to be this all-encompassing thing, and I think a lot of us, especially, like, sometimes well, me, most of the time, needs reminding that, like, it's not the only thing, it's not the only thing that's happening.
yeah. Yeah, I can totally relate to that, because that was what roller derby was for me. And then like when I got injured, it is like it's soul destroying, like literally, like when, and it's like it's your entire personality. And when you can't do that anymore, it fucks you up like really badly.
Yeah.
Um, so I can relate to that, but I also see it from a different perspective as well, how important it is to not make it your entire personality and to have other things going on as well, because it really does mess with your head when you become injured.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, and it just like, it's nice to hear that, like, even it not being, like, the full-time, like, absolutely obsessive thing still gives you so much to your life as well. Like, I've found this, that like, you can drop away from Strong Woman a little bit. Like, I only train 3 times a week now, and, like, I do comps, like, here and there, bits and pieces, but it's not, like, as obsessive as it used to be for me, and I like you, I still get so much out of it, so much out of the
Yeah.
community and, like, the training and the sport and stuff like that, and it is, like, you can take a step back and still not lose out.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously I'm very new to the sport, but I'm hooked with it. I am I'm here for the long run. Like I'm doing this until I'm like 80 years old and hopefully roller skating at that time as well. So for me, I'm in no rush. Like
Yeah,
yeah, I'm loving competing, but it doesn't mean that I want to chuck myself at every single competition. Like I will pick and choose the competitions that look fun to me. If it don't
yeah,
look fun, I'm not going to do it. Like,
yeah,
because for me, I'm still like, because I am so new and I've got a lot of respect for the sport and especially people that have been doing it for a long time and stuff, I still have so much to learn and I'm not gonna just go balls deep. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
I also
yeah.
don't have the
No.
time to fucking do that either.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm busy as fuck. Yeah, doing too much
Yeah,
other stuff anyway. Nah, it's
yeah,
class that, and I think it is. It's just it's finding that balance with it, isn't it, and not letting it like completely take over your life. But yeah,
mm,
I mean, I'm 7 years deep, and I'm still working that one out. So I
yeah.
just need maybe that I need to go talk to a therapist probably too.
Oh yeah, it's
But
recommended. Definitely
mm,
recommend. Everyone needs therapy.
I know. I've been thinking this for ages, mainly for like just fucking yeah, day to day. I'm all over the shop, but that's a conversation for another day, isn't it? But
Yeah,
it'll move us on nicely to strong woman lows, hopefully.
yeah.
So, have you had any strong woman lows, and if so, what have they been?
Yeah. Um, one of one of the things is probably my farts. Can I say that?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah.
Well, I assume it's the extra protein or whatever, but fuck me, my poor husband. Jesus Christ.
Class, I fucking love that's been the best strong woman low we've ever heard. I fucking love that. And yeah, I totally agree. Fucking I think actually when you eat healthier, they're worse. Like if I'm on plan and I'm eating like properly, like what I should eat, I stink. It's fucking horrible. When I'm eating garbage, it's
Yeah.
not that bad.
I know, I say the same. And I've always said if there's one thing that I could change about myself, it'd be the smell of my own farts. Because I can't stand them, let alone what other people think of them.
Would you? What would you smell? What would you change the smell to? This is a bit silly goosery, this, but we'll ask it anyway.
Lavender.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Yeah. The only problem I feel like with lavender is it's a bit old peoply, isn't it? Like it's a bit old people home. I think after a while
Yes.
you'll be like, I just smell like an old person here. I love that. I fucking love that. What a great one. How do you do? I bet your nutrition's crazy though, because you'll have to do it for roller derby as well, won't you?
No, it's complete and utter dog shit, if I'm honest with you.
Just eat whatever you
I've al
want.
I've always had a really bad relationship with food. Um, and it's something that I know, like, if I got to grips with and if I sorted it out, then, um, it would only, like, do me the world of good. And
Mm,
also, like, for the amount that I train, I don't I don't look like I train as much as I do, so it seems a bit of a waste, do you know what I mean? Because my nutrition isn't, like, on par. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm sure I'll get there one day.
I say this all the time. So I've been through it. I've paid nutritionists. I've done this. I've done that, and I know how to eat. I know what I should be eating. I know what I should be doing. But it's just fucking effort, isn't it? Like, and I
Yeah.
want to enjoy my life. Like, I want to go out and have a burger and do this and do that. Like, I can't be asked. And I'm terrible, but I seem to go through phases, and I think this is hormonal. I think it's definitely like hormone related where sometimes I'm just insatiably hungry. Like I can't, doesn't
Yep.
matter what I eat, I'll be starving all of the time and I can't stop myself. And then I go through a phase where I'm just not that bothered anymore and it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Yeah,
and like
exactly the same.
it doesn't. I used to get really worked up about it, especially when I was going like through a hungry phase, and they only last maybe like a couple of months, and then I have a couple of months where I'm just not that bothered. But when I go through those hungry phases and I'm just fucking starving all the time, I used to be like, "Oh, this is horrible. I can't stop eating. It's horrendous." But I had a really good chat with Emmeline Howard, and just sort of like just give myself a little bit of grace sometimes during those periods. And I actually think that's been better. It's been like helped me be a bit more intuitive with my eating.
Yeah, yeah. I know there's a lot to it, and obviously everyone in strongman, it's kind of it comes on par with coaching, doesn't it? Like,
Mm,
yeah, nutrition as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say that is another low, a bit more serious than farting, um, is money, the cost. Like, not a lot of people talk about this, and you're either all fucking minted that's involved, or you don't like, well, it's not a problem for you. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
um, so it's not. So it's obviously like paying for a gym membership. It's then the multiple other gym memberships that you need to use the equipment. And then
yeah,
it's the coaching on top. And if you want to pay for a nutritionist and all this stuff.
yeah,
And it's just not affordable. And it's this, well, for someone like me anyway. But then it's also the same with like roller derby. That's really expensive.
yeah,
And the way that I think about it is that I think of all of the people that could really benefit from being involved, that their finances is the thing that's stopping them.
yeah,
And especially for, I think a lot about young people. And although like I was young when I came into the sport of like roller derby, like that was honestly the best thing for me. Like being surrounded by a bunch of women that are like 20 years older than me sorted me out,
yeah.
and they became the people that I looked up to. And yeah, and that's it's exactly the same as like being involved in Strongwoman as well, and Strongman for like young lads. Like
Yeah.
it's so important, and it just makes me sad that it's not affordable, and so many people do miss out because of that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I think it is, it's crazy, isn't it? And as someone who is like now in the sport and has a business in the sport, like trying to price things is really, really difficult. Like it's so hard. So I know for like our gym, like we charge £40 a month membership, and we try, like we've done everything within our power to keep that as like low as we physically can. And that like I mean, our gym, it doesn't make loads of money, and any money that it does make goes sort of back into the gym of making it better for members and stuff like that. But it is like, it's crazy, and the expenses do add up, and I think a lot of people don't take into account how those expenses add up, especially when it comes to like competitions. Like I know for coaching, and coaching as well is a really weird one, because I feel like, again, there's a lot of coaches out there that are charging huge amounts of money per month to coach people and have little to no qualification, like actual formal qualifications at all. And you're like, how are you
Yeah,
then charging £200 a month with no formal qualifications? Like, it's just insane. It's almost like a bit of a racket, isn't it? And you're just like,
yeah,
this is crazy. And I get everyone's got to make money, and I get that like trying to make money in a niche sport is really, really difficult. But yeah, like this is why as well, like I don't say this much on the podcast, but so we have a subscription service on the podcast, and I don't really post about it. I put it in at the end of every episode, but I have a subscription for the podcast mainly to try and just keep the cost of the podcast down for me, so that it pays for like Riverside and me editing and stuff like that. And I hate that. Like I hate having that subscription service. I love the fact that people like do buy into it and they pay that £4 a month, because it helps me out no end. And like I absolutely adore everyone that like subscribes to the podcast and helps like give a bit of money towards it. And I obviously also try and then give that money back to like competitions. Like I'm sponsoring Devon's Strongest Woman, the prize pots for that this year. And like but it's like so difficult, because how do you like, do I just run this for free as like a passion project and hope that like at some point it goes
yeah,
viral and then I can get sponsors for it or something like that? Like it's a really difficult area. But I do think as well, competitions, insane at the moment. The pricing for especially the pathways competitions, crazy. I just paid for Europe's, and Europe's was 120 quid to enter. And I was like,
bloody hell.
fuck. And like, luckily for
Yeah,
me, Europe's is in Harrogate. So it's literally like an hour away from me. So I can drive down, I can stay at my house. If I was having to pay for hotels though, Harrogate, ridiculously expensive. Like it'd be a
yeah,
couple hundred quid for a hotel. And then you travel there and then all of that. And like, I'd called it out on Natural Strongman. Was it at the beginning of the year? I called out them being expensive in the competitions, because I think their entire pathway, if you did the like nationals, UK's, Europe's, and Worlds, was like 500 quid to enter those 4 competitions plus your membership. It was like over 500 quid for the year. And like I had a lot of people agree with me, but then I got backlash from some of the people involved with Natural Strongman who were like, well, it's because this, because I don't think it's that expensive. And you're like, But it's just an expensive sport. Like, again, I
Yeah.
charge £120 a month for online coaching. I know that's expensive. I know that's expensive. And I can't physically, I can't make that any less. I feel like I can't make that any cheaper having the actual qualifications that I do without undercutting myself. But I don't want to make it any more expensive because I already know that that's unaccessible for a lot of people to drop 120 quid a month on something.
Yeah, yeah. I do feel as like a new person into the sport as well, that I would love to have coaching, but I find it really difficult. I feel like there's not a lot of transparency with how much people charge. So it's normally you've got to fill out like a Google Doc and then you've got to have like a, what is it, a phone call. I can't remember what they
Yeah, an
call it.
onboarding call. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and, like, I don't wanna waste your time because I know what I can afford to pay a month,
Yeah.
but I don't wanna waste your time by you having this call with me for then me to find out that you charge £150 a month. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't wanna waste your time, um, but I just feel like it would be a lot better if there was a bit more transparency with how much people charge. Um
100%. I've said this from the very beginning. Strongman is terrible for this, and I don't know whether it's because people don't have formal qualifications and are almost embarrassed by the cost that they're charging, which some of them fucking should be. Like, and that's like when I promote stuff. I mean, I don't really promote my coaching at all, but when I do, I always put pricing on there because I remember being in your shoes as well when I first started and not being able to find out any fucking information for what people are
yeah.
charging. And then by the time you've spoke to somebody, and like, especially when I was younger, and I was a bit nervous, and like, I'd almost get backed into corners of like, I've talked to someone now, and now I'm going to have to pay them for at least a couple of months
I
because now
know, yeah,
I feel like I've wasted the time if I don't do that. And I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, how do I get out of
yeah.
this?
Yeah, it is difficult, and it also it makes me feel that like, um, are you charging different people different prices? You know what I mean? Like if someone's got a lot of followers on Instagram, are you going to charge them less? Do you know what I mean? That's like kind of like
Yeah,
what it looks like a little bit.
yeah.
Whether that's true or not, like I don't know, but it does kind of feel that way.
Yeah, and it honestly wouldn't surprise me. Like the level of professionalism, I feel like in a lot of strongman businesses is so far removed from what it is in other professional areas. Like it's crazy, but again, I think that comes down to the issue that we don't really have a governing body. Like we don't have any set standards really. Like people can just, I mean, you don't have to do anything to be a strongman coach. You can literally go and buy insurance. It's like £7 a fucking month. It's nothing, and I mean, some people don't even have that. Like, they
Yeah.
literally just go, right, well, I've done a novice competition. Now I'm going to call myself a strongman coach. So I'm going to charge you £150 a month. And I'm going to send you a text on
True,
WhatsApp with your program on it each week. And you're like, no, this is fucking insane. Like, the standard is
yeah,
so shit. And I think, yeah,
true.
it definitely needs to be better in terms of, especially the coaching side of it. I feel there's a
Yeah.
lot that I could say about that.
I really feel like it's important, like, if you are a male coach coaching women, you need to be clued up on women's bodies, on our hormones, everything. Like, I was speaking to at the old gym I used to be a member of, a couple of the PTs that work there, they were just young lads that are newly qualified, and I was really interested to know, in their qualification, did they learn about, like, women's cycles or whatever, like, when it came to training? And, because the main thing they did was train women.
Hmm.
Um, and they said the only thing that was covered was, training women while pregnant and, like, obviously the dangers and all that lot. And it's like, how can you specialize, like, in training women when you don't know about women? And I saw, I know that she's just done, like, a menopause
Yeah, yeah.
thing, hasn't
Coaching
she?
class.
Like,
Yeah.
she's literally the only coach that I've seen that has that qualification or is, like, actively trying to learn more about, even though she's, like, a woman herself, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I just feel like, yeah, if you're a man, any sort of coach, you need to kind of learn about us and the hell we go through.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, it's so easy. I mean, Joe's done that course. She's done that entirely online, off of her own back, paid for it all herself because she just wanted to be like, she knows obviously about menopause. She's been through it. Like, she knows the crack with it all. She's going through it now at the moment. And like, she's spent so much time learning so that she can help other women with it. And I just, yeah, I think there's a bit of a lack of effort sometimes within strongman, especially with coaching, because it's so easy to just set up and be like, yeah, I do this now. This is who I am. You don't have to prove
Yeah, that's
anything. You don't.
worrying, isn't it?
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I can coach women. Oh yeah, you're struggling men. Oh, I'll help you with that. And you're like, well, yeah, but you're just sat at home fucking asking ChatGPT whenever anyone questions you about anything. Like, it's not, you're not the same.
Yeah,
Like, it's not
yeah,
fucking gonna work. That it's not. It's just it's a bit dangerous. I don't know. It sits weird with me sometimes. The whole
yeah, same.
world of strongman, and I wish it was more accessible. Like my one goal is to get it more mainstream, because the thing is, the more mainstream strongman becomes, the more accessible it will be forced to be. Like,
Mhm.
loads of sports. Like, I know obviously CrossFit's not a great example because CrossFit is very, very expensive. But like, as other sports like football, rugby, yeah, they're quite expensive, but you can still do them fairly cheap. If you want to just do grassroots levels of stuff like that, it's fairly accessible, isn't it? Whereas strongman,
Yeah,
still, like, it's not anywhere near those realms of being easily
yeah.
accessible.
I feel like that's also the same with like a lot of sports in this country. Like you think so just for an example, like my local team, we've really been struggling to find a venue. And the local venues either don't want people skating on their floor, or we just simply cannot afford to pay what they're charging. And like countries in Europe, their sports centers, if you are a club or like a fitness group or whatever, you don't have to pay for hall hire. So
Yeah.
as like a trainer or whatever, if you've got like a class, you're not then punishing participants with having to charge them shitloads of money so you can cover your hall hire costs.
Yeah.
And it's like that. I know that that's the same for a couple of countries like in Europe. And also like if you take a shining to a sport, especially like in I know it's crazy, but like places in like America, like if you're a child and you take up like weightlifting or whatever, then you can go full pelt. Like you can get like so many opportunities and all that lot. But in this country, it feels like you have to do if you see something and you want to get involved in it, you've really got to do some freaking digging to try and like
To find it.
start it or get involved in it or whatever. And it's like it's almost like it's not a punishment, but it's like these things should be made easier,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
and it's just yeah, it's wrong.
I don't think the UK values sport as much as other countries do, though. I think, like, at the moment, everyone's football mad because it's like the World Cup. But like, do you hear much about that any other time? Like, fucking nah.
No,
Like, I don't think it, and it's crazy because, like, I say this about strength training all the time. Strength training has like such a massive base of evidence now for being so good for basically everybody, absolutely
mhm,
everybody. And they've just changed the like national activity guidelines now to say that everybody should be doing like 2 lots of like 30 minutes of resistance training a week. Like, that's been added in now to as part of the national guidelines. Yeah, are the NHS like promoting that at all? No. Like,
yeah,
is there any form of like extra training being put out for people within the NHS to start to promote that? No. Like, it's
um,
just like, oh yeah, everyone knows that everyone should be doing that, but are we going to make it easier, more accessible? No, we're not going to do that. Like, it's just
yeah,
fucking mad.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's good. Well, it's gone on from a very silly strongwoman low to a quite serious strongwoman low. I feel like that, but that was very good though. It sparked a big debate in me. I got real fired
Yes,
up there for a
yeah,
second.
yeah, political, yeah.
Political as fuck. I'm sure there'll be problems with that. Someone will fucking send some complaints into me about that, but if they're not
Okay,
valid,
that's
I'm going to
fine.
ignore them. But fuck them. Who
Yeah.
cares? But anyway, let's get back to you. So, what would you say to yourself then when you first started the sport?
I would definitely say to stop comparing myself to other people. There's not a lot of like strongman events down south, like where I am. So obviously you see a lot like online. And I would see people and I'd be like, oh fuck me, they're like jacked, like they look really strong and all that lot. I couldn't be that strong because I don't look like that. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of like I felt like that quite a bit when it's like, no, that's not true. And then when you realise that like muscle definition doesn't define strength,
Yeah.
it's you kind of like, well, it's a load of rubbish, isn't it? And similar to like what like you said people look at you and think like, yeah, you're not going to lift that, but you do when you have.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just to compare. I guess because I've always been like meaty, if you know what I mean. I've never really had like muscle definition. So I believed in myself that I couldn't be strong
Mhm.
when
Yeah.
it's not true.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. And I think it's so important. There'd been something put on Instagram the other day about like saying how a strong you'd be better at strong like man and strong woman if you look more athletic. And I think that is so far from the truth. It's not even fucking funny. Like I didn't comment because I didn't want to give it any more fucking like engagement than it was getting. But yeah, like I totally agree. Like it doesn't matter how you look, like it genuinely doesn't, especially in this sport. Like look at Angelica Jardine. She's like so plus size, but like just an absolute savage. And
Yeah,
because she's big, like she moves so fast. She is so fast. She must be so fit. Like it's insane. Like there's no ideal body shape for a strong woman, and I fucking love that. I think that's one of the
yeah,
gems of the sport.
yeah, definitely. And it's like when like I've had it at the competitions that I've been to, and you look at someone and you're like, "Fuck me, you're strong." Like, and it's like you let it kind of get in your head a little bit when actually you're like, nah, like that's
not, not that strong.
yeah, I would love to look like you. Like I'd love to have like that muscle definition.
Yeah,
Um, but it's not me. But yeah,
yeah. 100%. I think like being obviously everyone like there's a part of me that wants to be like dead lean and look like absolutely shredded and jacked, but that's just not it's not good for performance, especially within strongman. You're better off being a little bit like heavier. I know it's still it's getting more and more athletic as the years go on, but like it being like lean and having like abs. Like first when I first started, that's all I wanted. When I first started training like years ago, is all I wanted was abs. And the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that, the more I'm just like, that's just so not going to be useful for me. What use is that?
mm,
What use is it to
yeah,
have abs other than
yeah,
it boosts my ego. Like that's literally the
yeah,
only
yeah,
benefit of it. No other fucking
yeah.
benefit of having abs. So like fuck it. I don't need that.
Mm. I just really like cider, so it'd never be. I've got no chance.
Yeah, can relate to that. What's your favourite cider?
Oh, I do enjoy a scrumpy.
Ooh.
Strongbow through and through.
Do you? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can get on board with Strongbow. I do like a scrumpy. Have you tried that Old Rosie, that Western cider?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
good, but
Henry Westons.
oh my God, it's so good, isn't it? But it's lethal. Like, it's like two
Yeah.
pints in and I'm on the floor, like smashed. It's
Yeah.
so lethal. But my favourite at the moment is, well, at the moment has been for years, is that Thatcher's Blood Orange.
Oh my God, I haven't tried that.
Have you not tried it? If you like
No.
sweet ciders, like fruity, juicy ciders, like
Yeah.
it'll be death for you because I like. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'd probably have one of them cans a night if I can get away with it. Like, it's a
Yeah.
little sweet treat at the end of the day for me. I don't think of it as like alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic before anyone starts, but one of them on a night time. It's like a little chocolate bar. Like,
Oh,
it's just delicious, so tasty. Yeah, I'm with you on the cider thing though. It's just too good,
yeah.
isn't it? And imagine a life without
Yeah.
cider would be sad.
I know. Just the same as you. I don't drink loads every day, but just having a pint of cold cider, it's that first gulp in it. It's like the world is okay.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's just a little like reset, isn't it? And there's what like 3%, 4% in a lot of ciders. It's now in it, like one of
Yeah.
them a day, 500 mils of like, yeah, can't be that bad for you. I keep saying
Yeah.
this though. I'm terrible for like saying that something is fine for me. So I keep seeing loads of stuff on Instagram at the moment saying that if you're fit enough to run a 6 minute mile, it sort of negates any bad side effects that you'd have with smoking, which I don't think is true at all. Like as a healthcare professional, I know that's not correct. However, it does make me quite motivated to try and run a 6 minute mile so that I can
Yeah.
smoke
Just to
completely free
prove it.
cigarette. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I'm like, well, if I do get to the point of 6 minute miles, does that mean I can just pick up smoking again and be fine? Like, I don't think that's how it works. But in my head, it's good motivation at the moment to keep me going, even though I know I'll probably, I hope I'll never smoke again, but you just never know these things, so you never know. But anyway,
Yeah.
this is moving us on quite nicely to the final part of our podcast, everybody's favourite, the silly goose section.
Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly goose. It's silly goose time, where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's silly goose time.
So, do you have a silly goose that you would like to bring to the table?
I do, and I really hope you haven't had it before.
Okay.
Let me think about this. So, if an animal was to write a Google review on humans, what animal would give the worst review and why?
That is such a good silly goose
Is it a
question.
good one?
We've not had that one. Definitely
Good.
not.
I'm
Yeah, we've
glad.
definitely not had that. But that is a really good silly goose question. What animal's getting rinsed by us the worst? I mean, there's a lot, isn't there? We're not very nice to animals in general, are we?
No.
As a species, we're quite bad. The worst one though. I mean, I think
I've got
fish.
two.
Yeah, I'd say fish have got a pretty good leg to stand on, because fish get a shit deal, like just getting ripped out the sea. Especially all the fish that get caught in trawler nets, I feel like they've got a pretty good leg to stand on for being fucking sick of us. They'd give a bad review. What we ours?
Well, I reckon cats, because when a cat has their human, like that's their human, but they're an arsehole to everyone else.
Yeah,
So I reckon cats would give a pretty bad review.
yeah.
And also pigeons, because everyone seems to fucking hate pigeons
Oh
and
no.
they just want a chip. Do you know what I mean? Like, just give them a bit of food, they're fine.
Oh,
And something that really pisses me off, which I do not let my little boy do, is kids chasing pigeons,
yeah,
like, and
fair. I'll give you that.
scaring
Yeah,
pigeons. I hate it so much. So I enforce that in my little boy to not chase birds or anything like that. But pigeons in particular, I reckon they would give us a shit
yeah, that's
review.
fair. So my biggest problem, and literally, so this was discussed on the podcast, and this will come out the week after yours. So this is going to be 2 weeks in a row now that I'm pretty sure I haven't told the Pigeon Gate story, but if I have, people will go mad. But the problem is I have quite a sordid past, not so much with pigeons, but with pigeon fanciers. So I can't relate to your pigeon one, because I fucking hate them, and
Oh, really?
yeah, I'm just not a pigeon fan, and it's been bred into me through pigeon fanciers sending me death threats for something that happened a while ago, a long time ago, in a different
Oh,
lifetime. But basically, yeah, I fucking hate pigeons. I wouldn't actively go out of my way to hurt them, but I'm not a fan of them, and I don't really like people who really like. I don't like pigeon fan. If you're a pigeon fancier, we're probably not going to see eye to eye. So yeah, I have strong feelings about pigeons.
okay.
But I'm against
You'll
animal
be
cruelty.
getting the worst review then.
Yeah, they would definitely give me a worse review. I've done problem is as well, because my husband owns a pest control company, and I've worked pest control for him for a very long time before I changed careers and stuff. So I've spent a lot of time getting rid of pigeons. So yeah, they'd give me a really bad review, probably the worst. Yeah, they wouldn't like me at all. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other animals that would give us bad reviews. I feel like we just do so many terrible things. Like rhinos, straight away. Rhinos would give us a fucking shit review, because they're either getting hunted for their horns, or we're keeping them in fucking pens, aren't we? Because we're like, oh, because you're going to get hunted for your horns, so we've got to keep you alive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't think of a rhino.
Yeah, there's loads. Foxes, they'd probably be pretty fucking
Yeah.
sick of us. They can't be
Yeah.
fox hunting still. I mean, they're trying to ban it, but it seems to be alive and well. And I can't imagine any animal likes getting hunted down by a pack of 30, 40 dogs. That'd be pretty shit.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's a sad silly goose.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
It's a very good one though.
I'm only here to lower the tone. I'm sorry.
No, I like it a lot. That was a very good silly goose. My silly goose for you was a little bit more it was more of a sensible goose, to be honest. It was to do with Camp VC. So if you could make a women's only camp, where would you host it if you could do it anywhere in the world, and what would the stuff be that you would involve with it? What would you have there that would be like ideal?
Oh, I like that. Um, I would probably, I'd probably have it in, um, maybe somewhere in, well, let's go with Hawaii.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
somewhere
Hawaii
nice.
would be really cool because we could camp there and it be like really, really chilled. We'll
Mm,
have everything there. Like if you want to go off for like a hike and see like beautiful views, you've got all that. But then you've also got the sea, you can surf, skate,
yeah,
everything. And also it's not too hot there either. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah, I'd go for Hawaii.
that would be very
But
nice. I would
someone
like
else can
that.
pay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is the thing. If it's we're not talking about pay. We're just imagining like the best ideal situations. Because I do like it where it is in Wales. It is good. I just wish the fields were fucking flat. To be honest, that's the biggest problem.
Yeah,
Like, fucking hell, them hills kill me. Mainly on the night
yeah,
time when you're having to
yeah,
walk back up to your fucking tent and you're like, oh,
yeah. It is really beautiful. It's like a 5, 6 hour journey from where I am.
is it?
So
Fucking hell, that's a trek
yeah,
for you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it really is. So yeah, if it was a bit closer, that would be nice. But yeah, the hills are mega. It's great when you're on a motorcycle, but yeah, when you're not, it's a lot of walking, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm excited for it though. It should be good. But
True.
anyway, well, thank you. I've kept you for a really long time. So apologies, but thank you for being on
It's
the
all
pod. This
right.
has been class. But so, where can people find you if they want to follow along with your journey? And if you've got anything to promote or you want to plug, then do that now.
So I am Peggy Peril on Instagram. That's my like personal page. If you want to check out my business, it's Peggy's Difference. And if anyone's interested in roller derby or wants to know a little bit more, it doesn't matter what gender you are, whatever, how old you are, get in contact with me and I can help you find a local team to you. Or if you're down south, so anywhere near Dorset or Portsmouth, both teams have got like kind of new skater courses coming up in September. So
Yeah,
yeah, if you are around Dorset or Portsmouth, pop me a message and I can put you in contact with the right people. But if you're anywhere, I'll have kind of contacts with people. So,
amazing
but
stuff.
everyone that is involved in this sport would also be amazing at roller derby as well. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, 100%. I know Naomi Hadley, she's really
Yeah.
good and she's like shit on a roller derby, isn't she?
So both of our teams played against each other 2 weeks ago.
Did
And
they?
so I was supposed to be playing against her. But I didn't end up making that game because I had tickets to see The Offspring
Oh,
and
fair.
yeah, yeah. And that I kind of got tickets for that before this game was announced. But I
Yeah.
was like, oh fucking hell, because I've never met her before. We've been at the same like games and stuff like that, but I've never chatted with her. So that would have been really cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe next year. I know she's tried to retire a few times, but yeah, it gets you in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got you for life. It's one of them sports by the sounds of it,
Yeah,
isn't it? Once you're in, you're in.
yeah, yeah. There's no
Class.
going out. I also want to give a shout out as well to my gym buddy Kirsty Stead. So if it wasn't for Kirsty, I probably wouldn't train as much as I do. And she's an actual earth angel. And she's amazing to train with. And as a strong woman, I do really look up to her. So yeah, hello, Kirsty, and thank you. You're the best.
What a legend. I love that. Absolutely love that. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast, Peggy. It has been a pleasure. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed listening. If you're listening to this now and you're at Camp BC, then come and find us. We'll be at the Red Bull tent most of the time, to be honest. But yeah, thanks very much for being on, Peggy.
No worries. Thank you.
And we'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Strongwoman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strong Woman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strong Woman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strong Woman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!